My name is Belinda. I'm the MPP, the Member of Provincial Parliament for the riding of Cambridge. Thank you. And that includes North Dumfries and North Brant. I was elected in 2018 as part of the PC Party. I'm sure you're all familiar with the PC Party. And back then, the Ontario PC promised that we were open for business. And they claimed they were for the people. And they were against the elite. 3 years later, the Ontario PC Party, that same one y'all elected in 2018, same one that I ran for, they think that the solution to all of our problems is catering to the elite, to the lobbyists in the back, making it illegal for small business owners to open their businesses, making it illegal for people to go to work, for people to attend church, forcing our children to wear masks to get an education. For years, my husband and I tried to make our best effort to get the elitist PC Party and the Conservative Party of Canada, get those backroom boys to listen to families and taxpayers. We're saddened to see the worst of these bad actors in the Ontario PC Party come to fruition in public policy that is affecting each of us today. Instead of listening, they tried to destroy us. First by suing us in 2017 to inflict financial harm, to stop our campaigns against axe the carbon tax and even God didn't like that, geez. We won in court, then by rigging a convention election against us for an internal party position, then by kicking my husband out of a leadership election, and then finally, last July, they kicked me out of the Ontario PC Party caucus, plus another 18 volunteers and supporters. They kicked them right out of the party. So I tell you this story not to distract from what we're protesting here today. I tell you this story to let you know that this contempt for working people and families that you're seeing, many of you are seeing it for the first time in the last year, this is a pattern of behavior that is deeply seated in the Ontario PC Party. So last July, Doug Ford and his cabinet tabled Bill 195, the Reopening Ontario Act. You guys familiar with that bill? Yes. That's what gave Doug Ford the sole power for a year to do what he wanted without a vote, without any debate in your legislature, without your MPPs, whoever you voted for, without them having any ability to do anything about it. And as a member, when I was a member of the Ontario PC caucus, I objected to this bill, and I was ignored. I then voted against the bill. I did my job as the MPP for Cambridge in representing the people of that riding and voting in line with my conscience. And for that, I was kicked out. There is no reason to give Doug Ford sole power to do as he pleases without a vote or debate at Queen's Park. Instead of listening or respecting the vote, Doug Ford and the Ontario PC caucus showed contempt for the voices of working families, just like they have showed contempt for years. They were bolstered by a bump in the polls. And now what do we see? We see crocodile tears from Doug Ford. After going too far in trying to ban playgrounds, in giving police absolute power to question us, stripping away our right to remain silent, Doug Ford cried to show us he cared. But if he cared, he listened way before his pollsters showed his popularity being affected. And while he cries on TV, Doug Ford actually made the law giving police powers. He made that law worse by changing it so police can now demand information from us. And again, we have no right to remain silent. This change came in after the public outcry last weekend, but it hasn't been reported by the media. Now, I wish I could tell you there was a quick solution to our current situation. Businesses going out of business. Thank you for the support. Children being forced to wear masks. Churches being banned from opening. But this is a long-term struggle, and it started way before COVID-19. But do not lose hope, because this is just the beginning as we support one another. My husband and I started the New Blue Party of Ontario, and I do plan on running in the next election again. We aren't giving up without a fight, and I hope you won't give up. Do not give up, because together we can persevere. Together things will get better, and we can finally elect politicians who show empathy for working people and families rather than contempt. I will continue to hold the government to account in the legislature. You can see my exchanges on social media, Instagram, Facebook, the whole thing. I will challenge them on why 2-year-olds have to wear masks, why churches can't congregate, why opening your small business isn't essential, when we all know the joy of our children, the right to pray, the right to work are all fundamentally essential. Thank you again for this opportunity to speak today. There is no quick fix, but endure, and things will get better. Thank you, and God bless you all.